Good morning. I'm going to show you how to use Google Slides today. So I'm going to share my screen on Zoom. If you hear any nudges, it's probably my cat. All right, so when you have your RMP email all set up, one of the baseline tabs whenever you click the plus button right here is just favorites, and it'll just default to things you end up using fairly often. But at minimum, this drive button will always show up regardless of if your computer's new or not. You're gonna click that. It's going to take you to your drive. So these are the different things that I have used and opened, whatnot. It could be blank, that's fine. You're going to go new over on the left, and then Google Slides. It'll take you to this, and then you could do whatever you want to the title. Blah, blah. Sure. And then when you're done with your title slide, you go over to this little plus button right here, and it'll default and add a slide that does not look like the title. So when the title one was up, it was like a big box and then a skinny box. This one defaults to skinny box, little box. So slide one. Cool. So that's at baseline. If you wanted to add pictures, one of the things I just do is I'll just like click and drag something from my desktop and move it over. Sorry, it is my cat. And then it's just there. If you want, you can move it to the side by clicking and dragging. You do the corner if you want to make it big or small. Baseline. Okay. And then if you wanted to change the background of what your slide looks like you don't want it to be white anymore, you can go background, color, and then pick whatever color you want. So if I wanted this light yellow, it immediately changes that slide into yellow, which is fun. If I wanted to do, like, I don't want any of those colors specifically. Sorry, I went through that pretty fast. I would go background, background, color, custom. And it takes you to this gradient, and then you could do whatever color you want. And if you're like, I don't really want this orange variant, I can click like right here. I can drag it if I wanted to move it faster. And then I can pick whatever I'd want from here. And then the color that you pick on, ends up showing up in this color. When you like it, you click OK, done. And now my slide is this. If I want another slide, I would click slide, etc. And it would take you back to the default of the original slide that you clicked on. So every time I press this, it'll just take me to this baseline slide. If you're making a slide and most of it is the same each time and you don't want to have to like redo it every time, like I don't want it to say slide one, words, and have this little checkered box thing in the corner, I would click Command C on my keyboard, Command C, and then Command V, and it'll just show up. And then I can do slide two, and then Command C, Command V, slide three, so on and so forth. Other things that you could do in your slide that I actually learned during remote learning, so this is a new thing. If you click on this box, your picture, whatever it is, there are two ways to get to it. So if I click out, the bars at the top disappear. So you see background, layout, theme, transition. If I click this, different things show up. So I click this, then I click animate, and it gives you different options. One of the things I would default to with the slides with the kids was making everything spin. And then you could see what it looks like by clicking play in the corner. And it happens on a click. So if I click my screen, it'll spin. And you know that it's done. I'm going to click the X in the corner. So when you're with kids, if we end up going to remote, you would click present when you're ready. The full screen will fill up. Blah Black by Ashley. And then I'd click, or excuse me, spacebar, slide one. I didn't animate this one. I animated it on slide three. So click, nothing happens. Slide two, click, nothing happens. Slide three, click, it spins. So you just animated that whole slide. Let me get back to sharing my screen. share. And then I want to get back to that, so I'm refreshing here. Once you've made something and you want it to be in a place where the rest of the team, oh, sharing is paused, resume share. The computers are finicky. Okay, now we're sharing again. So once you've made whatever you've made and you're feeling good about it, you titled it, so eggs blah black. And then file. Sorry, file. Sorry, I meant to explain this. It default saves to your drive, to your own individual one, so no one else can see it. That's why you have to move it to a specific spot or go to a folder that you originally created. So I have these multiple folders. The RMP3 share drive is the one from the most recent school year, so I don't want to put it in there. ESY is the summer school thing that I'm doing right now. I don't want to put it in there. I don't remember what classroom is. And then Avengers, that's the folder that I've created for this upcoming year. So I'm going to click Avengers, and then I could put it out in the open, or I could put it in a more specific folder. Because it's an example, I'm just going to click move here. And then it's been moved. It tells you where it went. So then if I need to find it again, I would click the little space bar, because now I know it's in the Avengers folder. Go to my drive. And then also it'll show up by default up here, but let's pretend it's been like a week or so and you need to get back to it really fast. I know that I put it in Avengers because I'm going to try to put things that are important in the same folder so that I can easily access. So Avengers, and then it's right here. So that's how to use Google Slides. Hopefully that's helpful. And have a wonderful day.